sometimes we don't want every single paragraph to look the same. Sometimes we have special paragraphs or special whatever. It might be special H1s or special something else. But let's start with a paragraph. Sometimes there's special paragraphs that we want, and we need to designate that they're something different. And that's done with what's called a class. So if we want all paragraphs to follow these things, then we just put the P up there, and every single paragraph will have this stuff. So let's make a class. So what I do for a class is, instead of just P, I can put P dot something. And let's say that this was a page for someone's students, and you wanted a special class to announce that there's an exam. So let's call this class exam. We can call it pretty much whatever we want. So I'm going to define that. Now, since it is a P, it will use all this P stuff unless we conflict with it, in which case something of the class exam will override whatever it was here. So for example, my exam P, maybe I'll say that that's going to be color red. And maybe for my exam P, I will have my text align the center. And then maybe I'll have my border width be 35 pixels, big thick border around my exam. So it's going to be red, it's going to be thick, it's going to be centered. So we're ready with a class that's defined that way. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to jump back to my browser view and refresh. You'll see that nothing changed because I haven't said I want to use that class anywhere. So far all I have are regular P's here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another paragraph. I could have modified one of the paragraphs I have, but I'll do another one, and I'm going to make a P tag, but this time I'm going to say this is P class equals exam. So this paragraph that I'm about to type, I've just designated that the type of thing that it is an exam. And I have defined what that means up here. So the class, I've defined the class for paragraphs of exam as having red color, centered, and a really thick border. And then here I'm going to say I want to make a paragraph of that class. And so I'll say, don't forget that you have a test on Friday. Study hard for this test. And then a slash P to close out the paragraph. And so the paragraph's there, that's the content. Didn't worry about the styling other than to say it's special because it's an exam kind of style. And I can save it, jump back to the browser and refresh. And there we go. We've got this big, thick border. It's in red, it's centered, and it's looking beautiful.